Welcome back, writers. I'm Meredith Gotzel, your persuasive guide, ready to dive back into persuasive writing with our second video. During this video, we are going to talk about the body paragraphs of your essay. The body paragraphs are the meat and potatoes of your essay. By the end of your 3 body paragraphs, your point should be clear, proven, and backed up with some solid evidence. Let's get started. Each body paragraph should include a cup of tea, a topic sentence, at least one piece of evidence, I usually require 2, but refer to your teacher on that point, and a solid analysis connecting your evidence to your reasoning. The first part of your cup of tea is a topic sentence. Your topic sentence should let us know what reasoning you will be presenting and proving that with evidence. Your reasoning should be logical and straightforward. Here is my logical and clear reason to why I think school days should be longer. A longer day will improve student test scores. Notice how I've stated that it's going to be a longer day. I'm already restating my claim and then giving my reason. It's going to benefit students by improving their test scores. This is the first sentence of my body paragraph. I will be proving this point throughout the rest of my first body paragraph. Now it's your turn. Write down your first reason as a topic sentence in your outline. Pause the video here, complete your assignment, and then unpause for the next section. All right, so you've written down your first reason as a topic sentence. Great start. The next part is to work on your evidence. So hopefully you have already done your research. If not, go research your topic and come back. All right. Hopefully now you have your research. And so you need to pick out evidence that is going to specifically back up the reason that you've talked about in your topic sentence. You can back this up with quotes, facts, figures, or statistics, mostly just like numbers and stuff. I'll show you some on the next slide. Or you can do some stories from expert witnesses, like different scientists. In our case, we're looking at flamingos for your assignment. For me, I could talk to a teacher since I'm trying to prove the fact that school days could be longer. I need to talk to expert witnesses, eyewitnesses, and scholars on the subject. Remember, no point is proven until you have evidence to back up your reasoning. Here are 2 examples of solid pieces of evidence. Both of these are put in as quotes. The first one is a longer quote that gives an example with a little bit of math involved, our 30%. It gives us some facts and figures. And the second one gives us exclusively facts, figures, and statistics. Both of these are going to back up my point that a longer school day will improve student test scores. And both of these pieces of evidence have been pulled from credible sources. And so these are sources that have gone through and done their research, looking at examples, talking to scholars on the subject, and double checking their facts. So here they are. My first piece of evidence. In Massachusetts, after just 1 year of the Expanded Learning Time Initiative, which added 30%, about 2 hours, to a redesigned school day in 10 urban elementary and middle schools, the ELT school not only improved their own performance, they improved faster than the rest of the state. My second piece of evidence is 44% in math, 19% in science, and 39% in English language arts. Now, you may have heard that second one and been like, wait, but Meredith, that doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? Don't worry. After you write down your evidence, I'm going to explain my evidence so it does make sense. Now it's your turn. Write down your first piece of evidence in your outline. If you need to go back to your notes or the video, now is the time. Pause the video here, complete your assignment, and then unpause for the next section. All right, you have your reason as a topic sentence. You have your evidence written down. Now it's time to analyze. You need to show how your evidence connects back to your reasons. Usually I like to do one piece of analysis after my evidence, but sometimes I can also introduce my evidence with analysis. Make sure that you connect your evidence to the reason and tell why this evidence is important and worth mentioning. No matter where it is in your paragraph, it needs to be there, it needs to connect to both parts, and it better be worth reading. That is super important. That's going to really sink in what you are trying to get your reader to decide on. I get it. Analysis can be difficult. Sometimes you feel stuck. You're not sure what exactly you need to say. So, here I've put some sentence starters to help you. Write these in your notebook so if you do get stuck, you can give yourself a jump start. After you write these down, I'm going to show you an example of analyzing evidence. So, how do I actually analyze the evidence? So when I'm analyzing the evidence, I need to be thinking about why is this so important? Why does this back up what I'm trying to prove? Why does this back up my reasoning? So for me, I'm going through again and proving why do I think school days should be longer? So here's what I've got. It is no doubt that test scores suffer in the United States. But a solution to that problem is to lengthen the school day. This has been proven in places that have lengthened their school day. So I'm introducing my evidence. I'm connecting it to my solution of school day should be longer, and I'm connecting it back to the problem and how my solution fixes this problem. Problem is students are not doing as well because their day in school is too short. Their day needs to be longer, and this is the evidence to back it up. Then I go through and I give an example. Now this paragraph has multiple pieces of evidence. So once I'm done giving my piece of evidence, I'm going to go into my next one and I'm going to connect my two pieces of evidence back to my reason as well as together. Notice how I'm constantly connecting things. Everything is connected. Everything builds on itself. Test scores are a critical part of education in the United States. Every year, pressure is put on teachers and students to perform well in standardized tests. I'm going to pause here. I'm able to say that because I have experienced this as an educator and talking to my students who experience this. We are people in the United States. This is a common thing that is talked about. So I'm bringing in some of my prior knowledge as well as my background research. However, it is difficult to get ready for the test if there's not enough time to prep. Ooh, notice how I'm using not enough time. My whole point is we need more time. Or to get students caught up and ready for the test. The results speak for themselves. The ELT school saw test scores go up by 44% in math, 19% in science, and 39% in English language arts. I did mention how my evidence didn't totally make sense on its own. Now I'm looping it back around and introducing it and saying, hey, it works. See? Look. I did mine before, during, a little bit after. You can also do yours before, during, or after you've presented all of your evidence. Now it's your turn. Write down your analysis of your first piece of evidence. Use the sentence starters to help you connect and explain your evidence, but only if you need it. If you don't feel the need, that's a-okay. Pause the video here, complete your assignment, and then unpause for the next section. Excellent job writing your first body paragraph. A round of applause. So now that you've completed that, you're going to go back and you're going to rinse and repeat. You are going to do paragraphs 2 and 3 using the same method. When you are done with that, join me for the third video on how to write a mic drop worthy conclusion paragraph.